All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an ancient legal code. It's surprisingly detailed, sometimes a little baffling, and it opens up a window into a world built on principles that can feel both incredibly foreign and, well, strangely familiar. We're talking about the 22nd chapter of Deuteronomy.
Okay, so this sounds like a riddle, right? But the answer actually gets to the very heart of how this ancient society saw itself. You see, both the lost sheep and the new house fall under one really powerful guiding principle: your responsibility to your community. Let's see how that plays out.
So, to get our heads around this, we've split the chapter into 5 big themes. We'll start with the basics, rules for being a good neighbor. But then we're going to move into some of the more intense and frankly very severe laws that govern personal life and justice.
First up, a neighbor's duty. In this society, being a good neighbor wasn't just a suggestion. It wasn't about minding your own business. No, it was an active, legal obligation to look out for the welfare of the people around you.
I mean, check this out. It's so specific. Whether you find a stray ox or just someone's lost cloak, the law is crystal clear. You have a duty. That phrase, do not ignore it, that's a direct command. You can't just walk on by. You have to take the item in, you have to care for it, and then you have to find its owner. Indifference was, quite literally, against the law. And this responsibility goes beyond just lost stuff. It moves into proactive safety. You see an animal struggling under its load? You help. You're building a new house? You are legally required to build a safety wall around the roof. The big idea here is that the law holds you responsible not just for your actions, but for preventing accidents before they can even happen.
All right, let's shift gears to a set of laws that might seem a little odd to us today. They all revolve around one central idea: you must not mix certain things together.
And when you see these laws all grouped together like this, a pattern just jumps right out at you. Plowing with an ox and a donkey, wearing a shirt made of both wool and linen, planting mixed seeds in a vineyard, all of it forbidden. This principle even extends to human society, with a strict ban on cross-dressing. It all points to a worldview that was really focused on maintaining distinct categories, a kind of divine order. And right alongside all these prohibitions, all these do-nots, there's one very important do. Adding tassels to your cloak, well, that wasn't just for decoration. It was a constant physical reminder for you and for everyone who saw you of your identity and your commitment to this entire legal and spiritual system. Now, woven into this very strict legal framework, you also find these moments of surprising compassion. They show a kind of mandated respect for life that extends beyond just humans. This is a truly remarkable instruction. Think about it. You can take the young birds or the eggs from a nest, but the law explicitly forbids harming the mother. And what's more, the text promises a reward for doing it. It says this single act of mercy will lead to personal prosperity and a long life. It's this direct link between compassion for the natural world and receiving a divine blessing. This respect for life, in a way, even extends to the deceased, and that includes executed criminals. The law demands a same-day burial. But notice the reason why. It's not really for the sake of the person, who is considered cursed. It's to protect the land itself from being defiled by the presence of a cursed body. Okay, the laws are about to shift dramatically. They become much more personal and much more severe as we enter the realm of marriage, sexuality, and accusations that could literally mean life or death. And here you see just how high the stakes could get. A husband makes a public accusation against his new wife. Her parents then have to present physical evidence of her innocence to the town elders. Now, if she's proven innocent, her accuser pays a heavy fine and is bound to her for life. But if she's found guilty, the punishment is a brutal public execution right at her own father's door. All right, the final set of laws we'll cover deals with sexual crimes. And here, the context of the act, especially the location, becomes the critical factor in determining what justice looks like. On certain points, the code is absolutely black and white. Adultery is a capital crime for both parties. Incest is strictly forbidden as a profound dishonor. And the stated reason for these harsh penalties is equally absolute: to purge the evil from the entire community. And this is where location becomes a matter of life and death. If an assault against a pledged virgin happens in a town, the law makes a really key assumption: she could have screamed for help. If she didn't, she's considered complicit, and both are executed.
But if it happens out in the country, the law assumes the exact opposite, that she did scream, but no one was there to hear. In that case, she is considered a blameless victim and only the man is put to death.
Now, the consequences change completely for a virgin who isn't engaged. In that case, the man has to pay a significant bride price to her father, and then he is legally forced to marry her. And the law is explicit. He can never, ever divorce her. So the focus shifts from capital punishment to a kind of permanent, binding restitution.
From returning a lost cloak to the starkest life or death judgments, Deuteronomy 22 reveals a society trying to define itself by making its rules explicit. It's a complex and, to our modern eyes, an often harsh system, but it forces us to ask a really powerful question. What are the unspoken rules that define our society today?